Ladies and gentlemen, I have a rather sad and sombre announcement to make. The Ford Puma is dead. Alas, it is no more. That is, if you want to buy one new. But instead, buy a used Puma and save yourself thousands and thousands of pounds. Because the old shaped Fiesta is now gone and the floor pan with it, they can no longer produce these Pumas, which is a big shame. Maybe there'll be another Puma along in a few years' time. In the meantime, used examples, well, they're getting hard to come by, to be honest, for the really, really nice examples. The Puma's been around since 1997. There are plenty out there on the market to choose from, but getting the right one is the key. And this car is well within Danny's budget. For this W-Reg example with just over 20,000 miles, yours for just over £9,000. And it's a huge amount of fun. I love the interior of the Puma. I think they've done just as good a job inside as they did with the outside styling of the Puma. And you get a lot of kit for your money too. Most cars have this fantastic stereo system with a CD player. Air conditioning is generally to be found on most cars. And I know it kind of looks the same as a Fiesta, but it seems to have a different feel to it inside the Puma. Undoubtedly, the model to go for is the 1.7 engine. There are 1.4s and 1.6s about, but they're a bit underpowered and not much fun. Go for the 1.7, you get over 120 brake horsepower. It feels a quick car because it is. The handling is sharp. It's superb to drive on the road. The only downside maybe about the Puma is the lack of space back there for passengers. There are only 2 seat belts back there, so you can't carry all your kids about, unfortunately. Now, what Ford did when they created the Puma a few years ago at the expense of those rear seat passengers was to create a car which had a decent sized boot on it, and the Puma has a far bigger boot than you would find on a standard Fiesta. So maybe Danny could get all his kit in there, and this might be the car for you, Danny. But there is one other Puma you might also want to consider. It's the Ford Racing Puma in bright blue, launched 3 years ago in a blaze of publicity in San Francisco. Now, at the time, the cars new were £23,000. 23 grand for a brand new Puma. Ridiculous price. And to be honest, they didn't last that long on the marketplace. But now there are a few about on the used market, and they're bargains. You get more power, you get more style, flared wheel arches, bigger wheels, Recaro seats, all yours for a mere £13,000. Perhaps the Puma is the car for you.